Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my October update for the year-long project pan. So if you want to see what I'm working on, all the things I'm rolling out, because it's quite a lot, and all the new roll-ins, let's go ahead and just get on into it. So, if you don't know anything about this project, it was done in 2023 from Laura Force, but the prompt list was created by Alexy Rebecca. It's a Google Doc list. Everybody and everything is in the description box. What I'm wearing, all the stuff, it's always in the description box. I started this December 1st, 2023, because I was an eager little beaver and started it earlier than I even said I was going to. And as of right now, I believe I'm going to continue this until December 31st, 2025 is what I'm thinking this is going to go to. But like, it's until all prompts are done, basically. But like, that's what I'm thinking. You start with as many as you like. It's rolling style, collection specific goals. Boom. I am going to start with the 3 items that will be rolling over because everything else I have hit goal on. So, a product or category you've panned before. And I picked a pressed powder because I have panned a pressed powder before. So I picked this ColourPop pressed powder in the shade Light because I had just hit pan on it. So I was like, I can finish this because that is my goal on it. Now, I should have taken a photo of what it looked like right before I repressed it. I should have been a good project panner. But I did not, but I just repressed this, and as you can see, I've already hit pan after repressing it. But I have used this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 times in this project. So, I have no doubt that I will be able to finish it. I like it. I think it's a really nice pressed powder. It's the no filter sheer pressed powder, so I don't think you can get this anymore. But do I think it's better or worse than any other pressed powder? No. But I'm falling in love with using a pressed powder. I just use it on my under eyes and down the side of my nose here. So, but I've used it 26 times, and that's where we're at. That is a finish goal, so that will be in, obviously, until it's finished. Next, for a single eyeshadow, I brought in my Sugar Drizzle Loose Pigment in the shade Blueberry Tart. So this is a loose shadow. It's blue, but it turns like a pinky purple. So I have a 5-use goal on this. Basically, unless stated otherwise, everything's a 5-use goal. And I use this once in October. I'm at 3 out of my 5 uses. So if I'm good at using my Pan That palette, my Doju Pan My Battleship palette, then I should be able to get this out in November. But 3 out of 5 uses on that guy. And last but not least, for items I was working on, we have Ian opening a soda. We have a limited edition item, and that was the Tater Rounds Beauty, which just bats for October. This is the loose shadow in the shade Narcissus, which I could have gotten my very last use on it today had I put it in my inner corner, but I wanted to just use the palettes that I was using today. So I've used it twice in October for 4 out of 5 uses. So this will absolutely be a rollout for November. So that is all the things that I've been working on. Now we're going to get into the million rollouts. We're going to start with the item that I could have sworn that I rolled out last month, but it was still in my box of items to talk about. So we're going to talk about this first. And that is the Something You're Afraid to Pan, which shadow sticks scare the shit out of me because there's just so much product in a shadow stick. But this is from Popcoat. It's an Amazon shadow stick. It's in the shade 003 Gray Brown Matte, because I wanted to try taupe. And I hit my 5th use on September hiccup, September 18th. So I could have sworn it was highlighted. So I could have sworn I talked about this last month, but maybe I didn't. And if I didn't, here we are. If I did, my apologies. But I used it 4 times in September to hit my 5 uses. It's a really nice shadow stick. If you've never tried like some Amazon products, like I said, this is from Popcode. They, I think, only have like 2 matte shadow sticks. The rest are shimmers. But this is really, really nice. Like, I would honestly say that the formula is very similar to the About Face shadow sticks. Matte ones. I don't like shimmery shadow sticks, but this was very nice. It is a rollout. Where am I putting my rollout products? I do not have space on my desk anymore. To be fair, I just opened 2 boxes, and I have not put those products in my inventory yet. So, like, they're going to sit on my desk until I'm done filming so that I can inventory them. So, like, that's taking up a whole lot of room. But I digress. So now, into all the other products. We have a product passed to you by a friend, and this was given to me by the lovely DW, as basically all of my new makeup has been. If I can get it open. And this is from ColourPop. It is the Super Shock Shadow. I'm going to hold. It's got a pan in it, so I'm suspense. And this is the Super Shock shade in Find the Book. Look at that big old pan in there. I love this. I used it twice in October to hit my 5th use on October 11th. This is a gorgeous green highlighter, but like not crazy green. It is still a very subtle green. This was from the Hocus Pocus 2 collection. I love this so much. I could see myself using up this little guy. So, and DW said she was going to make me another one of these, and I'm so excited because I love this so much. But yeah, hit my 5 uses on that very easily. So I'm now highlighting items in my book. So that is a product done. Next, we have a product that's hyped on YouTube, and these were hyped when I rolled this in, and that is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. This one specifically is in the shade Dusty Rose. I wanted to make sure that that was this one. So I used it 3 times in September, and I hit my goal September 20th. It is a really beautiful shade. What I love about it is, though it is still like, it's a dusty rose, so it is more neutral pink, and I love that because I have very bright pinky pinks, and I have one like nude brown blush, and this bridges the gap between my pinks and my nude, and I love that. This is a very much needed color in my collection, and the formula is really, really great. So it was a pleasure to get 5 uses on that product. Very much liked that. Next, we have a favorite product in your collection. So I pulled in another blush, and that is my NYX Sweet Cheeks blushes. Now, these are blush mousse. I have every color in this. This one specifically is the shade Coralicious, which personally I think is a bit too pink to be the shade Coralicious. It's not as coral as I'd like, but it is still an absolutely gorgeous shade. I love this formula so much. It has my heart. It is my baby. It is the best. But I used it once in October to hit my 5 uses, and that was on October 2nd. Stunning, gorgeous, we love her. Now let's move down to a product you forgot was in your collection or you forgot you own. There we go. Now let's get into these. So I pulled in both of these, and these were 2 little mini foundations because I forgot I had these minis. So, and these are both from Tarte. So I wanted to finish both of these. So I finished first the face tape, which I kept writing down was the base tape. I have this in the shade 20S Light Sand. So I have written down here, it was a pretty good shade, good coverage, not cakey, but it had so much fragrance that I almost didn't want to finish this. It's very floral. It did get less floral as it was open. It was overall okay. Fine shade for me, a little light, but it looked good once my whole face was done. 8 out of 10 would buy. So that's how I felt about this guy. Unfortunately, I did not write down the date that I finished this one. I just wrote down the date that I finished this one because that's when I finished them both. So that's an empty. So then I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I have this in the shade 14N Ivory, which I wrote down, this is a thick, moussey texture. This has a floral scent as well, but not as strong. It's a little more pale for me, but again, once all products are on, it looks fine. This one had the floral scent there every time I used it. I do think it's a better shade for me and formula. I loved the texture of this one. 9 out of 10 would buy. So, take those as what you will. I finished this on September 23rd. Yeah. So, all right. An item from a cruelty-free brand, and now I had to look up what cruelty-free brands I have in my collection, and I ended up deciding on Fenty Beauty. They are a cruelty-free brand, at least from what I looked up. And so this is the Kilowatt Foil Duo, and I have it in Sandcastle and Minted Mojito, which look like this. And I used it all 5 times in September, and I hit my goal September 30th. I will say, I believe almost every time, like I did use this shade once or twice, but I basically used the blue shade every time. I love the blue shade, but the shade Sandcastle is almost too dark to be used as a highlight, and I don't know if I want to keep that just to use as an eyeshadow. Like, it's pretty, and it doesn't look like it would be too dark, but you see that cast, and you can really see that on my face. But I love the minty blue shade, and as a highlight, I just think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna have to compare that with my other blue highlighters to see if this is worth keeping, because, you know, maybe I can make the Sandcastle shade work. But I did get my 5 uses, so it is rolling out, and that is done. And you know what, let me... Something silver or gold. So I went, this obviously has gold packaging. This is the Milani highlight. It's their baked highlighter in the shade Dolce Perla, which looks like this, which I remember this being way more sheer and just light. This actually has a lot more pigment to it than I remember. I used it again all 5 times in September, and I hit my goal September 23rd. It's a beautiful highlight. I'm very glad to have this in my collection. Very, very happy. Something from a foreign brand. So again, I had to look up foreign brands. And I picked Dior. I had a set of 4 Dior Addict Lip Maximizer lip samples. Now, I ended up using this one, which was the shade 001 Pink. I used it up completely, and I used it up on September 17th. And then I decluttered the other 3, because I do not like this formula. It's super sticky, it's super thick, and it did have that, like, plumping tingling that I don't like, but also minty, and I don't like mint. So though I used this up, I did not enjoy it, so I decluttered the other 3. So I'm calling that a prompt done. 2 more to go over. we have a sample or deluxe sized item, and I chose my Ciate London primer. This was the Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer. I did want to finish this since it was a mini, and I finished this on October 2nd. This was a really nice primer. I actually really enjoyed it. If I got it again in a box or had the opportunity to buy it at like a Walmart or something, I would absolutely purchase this. It worked well under all of my foundations. It felt nice on the skin. It was good. Very good. Liked it. Getting some empties from this. That is always a nice thing to have from these projects. And last but not least, let me just highlight this to get that out of the way. So then we have no more highlighting to do. A product from a brand that is only available in your country. And I ended up having to go to Reddit to find brands that are only available in our country. And I came across Hard Candy. And I ended up going with my Hard Candy Matte-aholic Velvet Mousse Lip Liner. And it's just a red lip liner. I ended up using this twice in October. And I think I've had to sharpen this twice, 2 or 3 times, but twice in October for my 5-use goal that I hit on October 7th. In case I did do this in the beginning, I will try to go find that photo so we can see a comparison to where it was. But I actually really enjoyed this lip liner more than I thought I did, because I'm not a big fan of actual wooden pencils, but this one is creamy enough that I will use it. And it pairs nicely with my red lipsticks. So that was actually a very nice addition to what I was working on. So we're actually going to roll in 10 new products, which is bonkers to me. So let me grab my tablet so we can get on Tiny Decisions. That will be right here for you guys because I'm going to screen record it, and we'll get to rolling in the prompts. All right, we still have 102 options, so that's why I say this project's going to be going on for quite a while. So I'm going to be looking down at what we're rolling in and then writing the products down. I hope that's fine. Your favorite nude blush lipstick polish. Your fave nude. Okay. Okay. A product you think is overpriced. A product you think is overpriced. That could be a lot of things, to be honest. A skincare. God, I hate bringing skincare and hair care and body care into projects so much. Because then I had to go grab it. A dupe. Shade / product. Okay. What else we got? Product that's the only thing you own from a brand. A product that's the only thing you own from brand. Got it. Product from a controversial brand. Okay. Got it. What else? Ooh, a loose product. Lord knows I love those. We got 3 more. I thought I had no repeats on. I swear. A product with boring packaging. It's a bit rude. Product that reminds you of your favorite Disney villain. Ooh. Disney villain. Now I'm gonna have to figure out, because I have so many favorite Disney villains, I'm gonna have to pick one. Product you lusted after. A product you lusted after for a long time. Okay, well, I'm going to figure out all my products. I'm going to go pick them out, and I will come back and we will talk about it and swatch them. So I will see you, movie magic, in a moment. Okay, that took a minute, but we got there. Everything is a 5-use goal except the skincare item. So we'll start with the skincare item. That is going to be this Pure Heals Centella 80 Eye Cream. I just got this in my Ipsy box. It's only 8 mils or 0.27 ounces. It's only filled to here, so I don't think it'll take me that long, but this is a finish goal. It felt super nice on the hand, and it's Centella Asiatica or Cica, and I mean, I don't know, I haven't been seeing a big difference out of eye creams, so I really hope I don't keep getting them. I have it in my profile that I don't want them, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna use it every night anyway till it's gone, so there you go. That's my skincare item. And I didn't pick it just because it was sitting next to me. I promise. So, your favorite nude, blush, lipstick, etc. So my favorite nude lip that I am wearing today is already in another project, so I couldn't pick that. So my favorite nude, literally anything else, is my nude blush. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Nude Tude. So this is what she looks like. We will be doing swatches. So this is the blush I was talking about earlier. And that is my nudie brown cream blush. And we love her. So like I said, 5 uses on literally everything else we're talking about. So love it, love it, love it, love it. She is very much well loved in the collection. When these run out, these are probably the only blushes that I've ever been like, I would repurchase those. If they ever stop making them, I might cry. A product you think is overpriced. That one was one that I was hard because, I don't know, I don't feel like there's a lot of things that I've bought that I'm like, that was overpriced. To be fair, I got this from TJ Maxx because I do think that the actual product was overpriced. Because I think MAC in general is overpriced. But this is the Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. And I have mine in the shade C1. So, I haven't used this. Ooh, that was a huge swatch. Jesus. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So, it could stand to get some love. So, that's the shade there. I did a way too big of a swatch. Doesn't have a scent or anything. Like I said, I got this from TJ Maxx, so its shelf life is probably not anywhere near as long as any of my other foundations that I actually bought, you know, from Sephora, Ulta, the actual website. So I need to be getting some use on that. A dupe, shade, product, what have you. This might be a little bit of a stretch, but hear me out. I'm going with the Ace Beauté Tropical Vibes Glimmer Shadow in the shade Fan Palm. And now I'm saying this is a dupe because these dupe ColourPop Super Shock shadows. They're in the same packaging. They look the same. They feel the same. They perform the same on the eyes. So this one specifically is the shade Fan Palm. I have all 4, but I wanted to go with this shade. I don't know. I just picked one, and I went with this shade. So that is what I went with. But again, I feel like that's a dupe. So sue me. Next, we have a product that's the only thing you own from that brand. And again, that's kind of hard. I don't have a lot of one-offs in my collection anymore, but I only own one item from Rare Beauty, sadly, and it's their bronzer stick, which I have in the shade Bright Side, which is absolutely stunning. I do love this very, very much. So I'll be very happy to get 5 more uses on it. Gorgeous product. A product from a controversial brand, which we all know I own so much from Jeffree Star, which is a controversial brand for obvious reasons. So I'm going with the highlight that I have. This is the Skin Frost in Princess Cut, which I don't think I've used very much, to be honest. Which is upsetting because that is such a stunning pink highlighter. Why have I not used more of this? So there's Princess Cut, and we will be getting 5 uses on her. Next, we have a loose product, and that took me forever because I have a whole drawer, half of a whole drawer, dedicated to loose products. So I went, because I'm working on quite a bit of green right now, with my Pretties for Your Face Lustrous Dust in the shade Rain Washed. So let me get you guys a swatch of Rain Washed. It's almost like a blue-green. It is very pretty. I think it'll go really nicely with a lot of the things that I am currently working on eyeshadow-wise. So, 5 uses on that guy. A product with boring packaging, which is a mean prompt. So I went with this little mini Ciate London blush because, one, it's just pink and the writing's coming off of it. It's lame. But this is in the shade Matchmaker, which I just think goes with a lot of the other products I'm currently panning. It's a really pretty blush. I've used it quite a few times. But it's just a nice, like, run-of-the-mill pink blush. But it's good. I really like this. These last 2 also took me a hot minute. So a product that reminds you of your favorite Disney villain. I have quite a few. Well, not quite a few. I really like Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I really like Hades from Hercules. And, like, those are my 2 favorite Disney villains. So I was thinking, like, I could do something purple. I could do something blue. I could do... I'm thinking. And then it hit me, looking at my lipsticks. I have Kimchi Chic. This is a lipstick. And I have the shade Blue Pop for Hades' hair. I think this is, like, the perfect shade of blue. Like, the closest. Like, I think this is, like, so good. I'm so proud of myself. I think this is good for his hair. And there's the color there. I just, for his blue, that, like, the accents of blue that Hades has, specifically, like, in the animated Hercules movie, Disney movie, like, you know, 5 uses on that lipstick, which that might take me a hot minute, because I don't wear that lipstick very often, but I do love it. And lastly, a product you lusted for a very long time. And that would be this ColourPop Mulan blush in Good Luck Charm. I wanted it when it came out, and that was before I was really into ColourPop and purchasing makeup, and I didn't get it, and then it went away. And then I had a friend declutter this to me, and I was through the moon about it. It's just a super neutral blush with some gold shimmer, and I think it's so pretty. Like, it can border on a bronzer, honestly. I think it is just so gorgeous. So, 5 uses on this and literally everything else besides the eye cream. So I hope you enjoyed the super big update, because I'm kicking ass in this project. We still have so many prompts to roll in. We still have 100 prompts. I mean, 92, but still, might as well be 100 prompts. But that's going to do it for today's update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any questions, comments, concerns, all of the things, please leave them in the comments down below. I love chatting with you there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.